Hey, how you doing? Justin here. Today we are checking out Moonlight in Vermont, the chord melody version by the legend that is Johnny Smith, surely one of the finest jazz guitar players to ever grace the planet. Incredible. And he must have had rubber fingers or something, because this song is really difficult. Now, I've got a really tiny little finger anyway, so a lot of chords that, you know, people with regular sized hands probably don't find too difficult, I find pretty stretchy. But this is like next level. This is really difficult for me. I think probably quite difficult for people even if they've got long fingers, because it requires quite a lot of dexterity. For me, it's really been a little bit of a mission, a lesson in determination not to give up on this tune, because I've had a couple of goes at it and given up each time, but this time I'm determined to really, well, maybe not nail it, because it is really difficult. I'm not sure I got the time, but I've got most of the way there, and I'm feeling fairly happy with it generally. Now, I want to take you through the chords themselves first of all, and then we'll talk a little bit about the harmony and the function of the chords that he's doing as well, because there's some really lovely stuff that you could steal from this to use in other tunes. So let's get started. So the first chord is a C major 6. That's 15th fret, 14th fret, 12th fret, 10th fret. Lovely grip. Okay, so you get this nice, it's just a triad here. There's the 6th, but we place it here. Get this nice bit of dissonance in the chord. Okay, so this is a C6, C major 6. The second chord, which is kind of just a passing chord really, it's a A minor 7. Again, it's an A minor triad with the flat 7 placed here. Okay, so it's kind of like a piano grip, I guess, of this chord. But it's really, as I said, it's just a passing chord. So we've got this C major 6 to this other chord, which is an A minor 7 with a G bass note. So it's essentially this chord, A minor 7, but we've moved that G note to here. So we've got the flat 7, the root, the flat 3rd, and the 5th. So this is just an A minor 7 chord. You could be playing that. The actual harmony for this first part, da, 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 da. Just C major to A minor to D minor to G7. That's kind of essentially what's going on here. We got C6, A minor 7, but it's just a passing chord, to the actual A minor 7. Then it dips back. This is an E minor 7, the same grip that we used before. That's 7th fret, 5th fret, 4th fret, 3rd fret. That's the second hardest chord for me in the whole thing, and it does it quite quickly, so it's just jumped from here. Now this, it looks like an F major 7, 8th fret, 7th fret, 5th fret, 5th fret. It's actually really functioning as a D minor 7 or a D minor 9. Could be playing it that way, but we want this one, and it's going to this, which is basically a G13. Now, just talk about this for a second, because this is a lovely little movement. We've just really got this movement, which, if we had a D minor kind of thing to a G7, we want this movement back to our C major 7. Now, here, just the movement of that note does create the sound of this. It gives us that. The function of these notes relative to G, we've got a flat 7, a 9, the 3rd, and the 13th. So it is definitely a 13th. It's that sound. It's just a lovely grip. Again, this is pretty stretchy. This is not too bad, but just to get that back, I can really feel the stretch down here in my little finger and over here. It's a great exercise, and it's just such a lovely little chord movement as well. That whole thing as a substitute for C major 7 to A minor to D minor to G7, to have this. It's just gorgeous. What a lovely, idea. Second time through, same thing. But then we play this note here, the note C, on the 3rd string. And then we drop these 2 fingers back a tone. So this is now little fingers in the 8th fret, second fingers in the 6th fret, and first finger's got to stretch all of the way back to the 3rd fret, playing a bar, thin, 2nd and 3rd strings. Then it slides up 2 frets, and then we've got this 5, 3, 1 on strings 5, 4 and 3. Now this movement, this is all just B flat 7. Okay, so this is the 5th, the flat 7, the root and the 3rd. That's moving now to the 9th and the sharp 11. Okay. And now it's the 3rd, 5th and the flat 7 of B flat. So the chord progression, again the simplified version, C major 7 to A minor to D minor to G, C to A minor to B flat 7. Then we've got da 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 da, which we're going to have this thing, which is again this D minor 7. I know it looks like an F major 7, some of you might think, but that's where the harmony is there. This little passing chord, which is the E minor 7. Now this, which is an F over G, is another type of, you could call it a G11 if you wanted to. 3rd fret on the thicker string, not playing the 5th string, 3rd fret on the 4th string, 2nd fret, 1st fret. So it's like an F major triad here, but with a G bass note to C. So again, this is just functioning as a G7 resolving to the C. Okay, let's just go through that one more time and then we'll turn it around. So C major 6, A minor 7, A minor 7 again, E minor 7 just as a passing chord, D minor 9, G13. Same thing. B flat 7, D minor, passing chord E minor 7, G11 or F over G to C. Then there's this lovely little turn. This is so nice. This is a 2-5-1. This is essentially D minor, G7, C. Now at first look this might seem like an F major 9 chord or something like that. But again, we're functioning, this is a D minor type chord. So we've got the flat 3rd, the flat 7, the 9 and the 11. It's a D minor 11. If I can play it with the root. Sounds clumsy with the root, but... And then this is a 13 flat 9 chord, a G 13 flat 9. So this is a flat 7, the 3rd, the 6th and the flat 9. Such a nice. And then it's going back to our little, so it's essentially the second time through the same. One little variation that happens this time. Here. So good. So starting with the big stretch, stepping up a semitone, stepping up another semitone before going to the B flat. Then it's the same. Now we go to the B section. So this is an F sharp minor 11, 2, nothing on the 5th string, 2, 2, open B string. Now this is a B flat, a B7 over F sharp, so 2, mute, 1, 2, open string. Okay, this is an E add 9, so 4th fret, this is the 4th string, 4th fret, 1st string, 1st fret, 3rd string, open 2nd string. Now this is an E triad essentially, 2nd fret, 1st fret, open, but it's functioning It's a C sharp minor kind of thing. So we have this. That's harmonically what's going on, but he's playing. Okay, this chord, 4th fret on the 4th string, 2nd fret on the 3rd string, open B string. He's picking the open B strings, I should have pointed that out as well. So playing twice on the B string. And we've got this little movement here. Okay, this is a little G triad. So 12, 12, 10 on the thinnest 3 strings. Move that down a tone. So 10, 10, 8. Then another, this is a little major triad again. This is a G major triad, 7, 8, 7, thinnest 3 strings. Move that down a tone. 5, 6, 5. Then you move that down a tone again. First finger is going to bar the 2nd fret on the 4th and 5th strings, and you play the thicker string as well. You end up with this really big, rich sounding E chord, just an E triad. So G, F, G, F, E. Okay, so the first part of the B section, F sharp, minor, B7 over F sharp, E, C sharp minor, F sharp minor again, G, F, G, F, E. Next section. This is a G minor 11. Not playing the root though this time. Dropping that note back makes it a C7. So it's essentially, but you're just playing strings 4, 3 and 2. Now the hardest chord in the whole thing for me, this is an F add 9, going to an F, which is probably functioning as a D minor. I can't even play that one there. Probably functioning as that, but it's just played there. So G minor to C7, F to D minor, G minor again. Now there's this little really nice, actually not as difficult as it first sounds, although the diminished jumps can be a bit tricky. This is an A flat triad, 13, 13, 11, down a tone to G flat and back up. I think it's a slide. Then play it again, back to the G flat to the F, to another F triad. So we're just using this top half of an A-shaped bar chord, I guess, you know. This 13, 13, 11, back 2 frets, and then back to the A flat, down 2 frets, down 1 fret, then to the what looks like a D shape. There's the root note on the note F on the 2nd string, 5, 6, 5. Then we've got this little moving diminished chords like to move in minor thirds because actually all of the notes swap places. It's a really interesting little, if I name the notes from the thicker string here, we've got F, B, D, A flat. If I move it up 3 frets, we've now got A flat, D, F and B. Move it up 3 frets again, we've got B, F, A flat, D. Move it up 3 frets again, we've got D, A flat, B and F. Up 3 frets again, back where we started. And then we're going to another C6. So it's a really nice. This is actually, even though it's a diminished chord, it's functioning as a G7 flat 9. Important to kind of realize that that's what's happening here. It's essentially going G7 flat 9 to C major. That's the sound that's going on, but he's just using this lovely little run and going up to this. This is a C major 7, a C major 6 rather, 14, 17, 17, 17. Okay, that would just be a triad, but add in the 6 on the top. Again, just, this is beautiful thinking guitar. It sounds great. It's also kind of harmonically complex as well. From here, because that's the C6, that's replacing this grip. So from here, you jump straight to, which is not easy. And all of this we've covered before. Same stuff this time round. And then it goes to somewhere we're not going today. At that point in the song, Johnny switches to playing some really beautiful harmonics and some lead lines. There's a little bit more interplay. I just haven't finished learning it myself yet. I've transcribed some of the parts, but there's some bits that I've still got question marks over, so I haven't, until I'm fairly confident that I got it right, I'm not going to start practicing it. If there's enough requests in the comments for the rest of this tune, I will do a lesson on it. This is the main part of it that I wanted to work on personally. And a lot of the lessons I do are things that I'm really interested in doing myself, particularly for the stretchy factor. It's something that I often shy away from because I've got this little finger hang up, you know. I was like, oh, I can't do it, it's going to be too hard. But I was like, no, I'm going to figure it out. You know, I'm going to do what I tell students to do, which is not give up and just keep pursuing it until you get it. And I'm mostly there. I'm surprised that I've actually been able to get through the tune at all, because some of those chords are just like as big as most people kind of bother playing most of the time. So look, I really hope you enjoy it as well, both the stretchy technical challenge of it, the beauty of the chords, and that you've thought maybe something new about the harmonies and the way he's approaching what would be actually a very, very simple chord progression and making it into something really special. There'll be some additional notes over on the website as well to help you out with the harmonies, and some links to related lessons about altered dominants and substitutions and that kind of thing. Please do subscribe to my YouTube channel if you dig what I do. I really appreciate your support, and I'll see you for plenty more jazz stuff very soon. Y'all take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.